All right, let's talk about a client acquisition strategy that could totally change the game for your accounting firm. We're talking about a system, a real engine designed to bring in the high-value clients you actually want. So let's dive right in.
Okay, look at this number, $984,000. Now, what if I told you that's not a firm's total revenue, but the average return on their marketing spend for a single year? I know it sounds kind of crazy, right? But that's exactly what we're going to break down.
And look, I want to be super clear here. This is not some made-up number, not some marketing fantasy. This is based on real data, a documented average ROI from a very specific, very modern approach to marketing. And we're about to unpack the whole thing, piece by piece. So here's the world we live in, right? When a business owner needs a new accountant, what's the first thing they do? They don't dust off the yellow pages. No way. They pull out their phone and they Google it. They are actively searching for someone with your skills online. And that's the big question, isn't it? When they search, can they actually find you? So if all the good clients are online, why do so many firms struggle to connect? Well, it's because the old playbook, the networking events, the generic ads, even just relying on referrals, it just doesn't work like it used to. It's broken. Let's take a look at why. And this really lays it all out. The old way, you're kind of stuck in your own little bubble, your existing network. The messaging is generic. But with strategic content, man, your reach is suddenly huge. You can talk directly to the clients you want. And this is the absolute game changer. You build trust before you even have a conversation. The ROI, it's not a one-off thing. It builds on itself. It compounds over time. I bet this list hits home for a lot of you. It's just the reality, isn't it? Your reach feels so limited. Your message just gets drowned out by all the noise. And it's so hard to show what makes your firm special. Heck, even throwing money at paid ads isn't giving the returns it used to. It's like you're invisible to the very people who need your help the most. So what's the answer? What's the alternative? Well, it's way more than just, starting a blog. We're talking about a system, a powerful client acquisition engine, a magnet for the best clients. And this is it, a full-service blog content campaign. Now, the most important word there is systematic. This is not about throwing a few articles up on your site and hoping for the best. No, it's a deliberate, planned-out process. The whole goal is to establish your firm as the absolute go-to expert in your niche. Because in accounting, trust is everything, right? This is how you attract clients who are already looking for you. Think of it like this. It's a filter, a really, really good one. It actively pushes away the people who are just price shopping, the ones who drain your time and energy. And at the same time, it pulls in the people who are looking for real expertise. The clients you actually want to work with, the ones who stick around and are way more profitable. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but how does it actually work? Well, this whole engine is built on a 5-part system that all works together. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, strategic planning. This is about creating content that solves real, specific problems for your clients. Second, audience segmentation. You're not talking to everyone, you're talking to your ideal client. Third is visual branding, making sure everything looks professional and consistent. Number 4, this is a big one, SEO optimization. That's just a fancy way of saying you set things up so Google shows your stuff to people who are actively searching for help. And finally, performance tracking. You've got to measure what's working so you know what's actually bringing in new clients. When you put it all together, it becomes a predictable system. All right, a system is one thing. But the big question is, does it actually get results? So now let's get to the good part, the proof. We're going to look at some hard numbers that show this thing really works. This quote just nails it, especially for accountants. Your entire business is built on trust and expertise, right? When you consistently put out genuinely helpful articles, you're not just marketing. You're proving you know your stuff. You're building that trust before they even think about calling another firm. And it's not just a nice idea. The data is overwhelming. Check this out. Recent research shows that a massive 87% of marketers see a big jump in brand awareness, and 70%, 7 out of 10, report a positive ROI. This isn't a gamble. It's a proven strategy. Need a real-world example? Here you go. £1 million. That's the revenue growth one firm saw, and it was driven directly by their strategic content campaign. That's what this system can do when it's put into action. Just incredible. So let's just recap, because these numbers are wild. Let them sink in. an average annual ROI of almost $1 million, a 5x increase in leads, an actual 7-figure revenue growth. I mean, the numbers really do speak for themselves. This is so much more than just a marketing expense. It's a true investment in the future of your firm. Okay, the results are clear. The proof is there. So the natural next question is, how do I actually do this? Let's lay out a simple, straightforward roadmap to get you started. It really boils down to 3 key steps. First, and this is the most important one, define your ideal client. Get super specific. What industry are they in? What keeps them up at night? Everything starts here. Second, create an editorial calendar. Plan out your topics for at least 3 months. This kills the what do I write about problem. And third, partner with experts. Seriously, your time is way too valuable to be spent writing articles. Find people who get accounting and can do it for you. So what kind of stuff goes on that calendar? Well, think about your client's biggest headaches. Don't just write tax tips. That's boring. Write something like the 5 biggest tax mistakes made by restaurant owners. See how much more specific and valuable that is? You'll want to include seasonal stuff like year-end planning and definitely show off your expertise in a specific niche. Basically, just answer the questions you already get asked all the time. That's how you create content people are desperate to read. And that brings us right back to where we started. Right now, at this very moment, your absolute best potential clients are online. They're typing questions into Google, looking for an expert, looking for someone just like you. So the only question is, will they find you?